How's it going, everybody? Today we're going to be talking about the CZ P10S, the gun that kind of gets overlooked by a lot of things nowadays. This gun came out back in 2017. It was CZ's way of getting into the striker fire game, and in my opinion, I think they did a really good job. When they first designed it, and what they ultimately came out with is to kind of beat Glock at their own game. There's a lot of things that they improved here that Glock decided that they never wanted to do, because Glock is Glock. Basically paying for the name nowadays, but you get that undercut right here for your fingers, so you don't get that Glock bite. You got a really nice angle here for a beaver tail. Got some really good grip texturing here. The side, it's a little smoother. The front, it's still pretty aggressive stippling. Got some more stippling on your actual magazine release. Got some stippling right here for your thumb. Other than that, besides some internal things, which is important, we'll talk about here in a little bit, this gun is amazing. I believe right now I'm a little over 11,000 rounds. I've had it for about a year and a half now, and I've put 11,000 rounds through it, which I don't know too many people that kind of do that, at least on average. You know, you don't get that many people that put that many rounds through a gun. But either way, I'm here to share my experience with the CZ P10S. This is the optics ready version. I've got a dot on there. It's a Crimson Chase 1550, I believe, is what it's called. It's not a bad dot, you know, it's a budget dot. It's something to kind of like get started with, but other than that, there's nothing really to write home about. Let's talk about the takedown. Just pull the trigger, just like a Glock. Pull down those two tabs, and you got the takedown. It is pretty dirty. I just shot it yesterday and haven't cleaned it yet. But they've got two springs in here for the trigger pull, so that way on both sides, whether if you're left or right-handed, the trigger pull will be the exact same every time, like the amount of pressure you have to put on it, which is really nice. I kind of shoot left-handed every now and then, and some of the guns I've shot before, it's not very left-handed thinking, I should say. Not really looking out for our lefties out there. Slide takedown is just like a Glock. Take out your recoil spring. There goes your barrel. Striker fire assemblies right there. Other than that, it's kind of like a Glock. They just did everything better. They did what Glock has not done, and what they should have done, what the people have said for a very long time. Back together. But other than that, it's a pretty simple gun. There's not really much to talk about. The cuts in here up front and in the rear, the serrations really help you get a grip on that. Back here is really nice. Even with the optic, I can still kind of get on it, but man, I just use the optic now to rack it. But so let's talk about magazines here for a second. This is just a standard CZ P10 mag that you get here. It is pretty worn because, well, it's the only two mags I've got, and I put 11,000 rounds through it, so whatever. But I've got this base extender on here. It's a high V base extender, and it also gives you an extra 3 rounds, I think. So this normally holds 12 rounds, but with this I can hold 15. This is the flush fit mag. This is what you'd standardly, this is what their mags normally look like for the S. Alright, but you can pick this gun up for about $450-ish, optics ready at a pawn shop. The non-optics ready version, which I don't really recommend getting, if you ever think about getting a dot, or you kind of want to get a dot, just go ahead and get the optics ready version, because then you're gonna have to send it out, get the slide milled, and especially if this is the only handgun you got for carry, you don't really want your gun being down for that long. But the non-optics version you can get for probably $400, $370-ish. These are really budget friendly guns, but they give you a lot of value for what you're getting. Like, so you can pick this gun up for very good price for what you're getting. The value for less than $500 used is really good. Brand new, they're $5.99, or sorry, not $5.99, $4.99 in like your big box stores and stuff like that, which is still a great value for what you're getting. if I got any recommendations for this thing, man, I'd say get a good holster when you're going to carry. This thing is a little heavy compared to like a Glock 20X, Glock 23X. Goodness, can't speak. It's pretty heavy to all the micro 9s nowadays, but it shoots nice because of it. So get a good holster with it. You'll be fine. I've used so much ammo through this thing. I can't tell you everything that I've used. It'll feed anything. I just don't know what else to say. Like, it'll feed anything. I've put steel case through it. I've put, ammo from the 90s through it pretty much. I've used so many different hollow points through it. It just feeds, man. Whatever CZ did with their feed ramps and how it strips a bullet off the magazine into the chamber, perfect. Never had a double feed, never had a stovepipe or anything. I've never had any malfunction with this thing that was not ammo related. I've shot some cheaper, like really cheap ammo through this, and it was an ammo malfunction, not a firearm malfunction. If you don't know what that means, it's just basically the ammo is super inconsistent. It's not shooting that hot, so forth. It makes the slide not go all the way to the rear and can cause other issues, so forth. But even like your cheap like white box Winchester ammo gonna feed just fine. Your Blazer, your cheap hollows, expensive hollows, your weird nosed rounds, so forth, it's gonna feed. No matter what, it's going to get that round in there so you can get it off. Takedown on this thing, like the lower is kind of hard. Not really. The thing I would recommend when you get to the point where you need to clean your lower assembly in here is to get a set of punches. If you get a set of punches, this will be cakewalk. It won't be that big of a deal at all. But if you don't have a punch set and you're using something to try to get in here, you can see like my wear marks. Like, this is from me not having a punch set, so I'm using whatever I can to try to get in there and knock those out. Definitely get a punch set for this. Another thing I want to talk about is aftermarket support. It's pretty good. You know, it's not like Glock where you can expect every little thing to get out of this, but they have a great aftermarket support nowadays. Back when they first came out, even for the first few years, these things were hard to get anything for. But nowadays you can get barrels, you can get threaded barrels with a comp, you can get just a threaded barrel, order a comp, you can even get a rail comp. I think this is only for the C and the F. I don't know about the S. I haven't seen anywhere that advertises it, but it goes on your rail right here. Put this thing back together. It goes on your rail right here, and your comp just sits right there flush. It's pretty cool. I haven't tried it yet, so I can't say that if it works really well, but just having that option seems pretty cool to me. Different back straps you can get mag flare wells, you can get different magazine releases, different slide stops, different takedowns, different trigger shoes, different trigger bars, disconnects, springs. You can get anything for this. They make several different slides for this now, for like different slide cuts. Like, they got all open, like a skeletonized slides. They've got, I'm pretty sure, I just can't remember off the top of my head if Glock sights work on this. I'm pretty sure they do, but don't take my word for it. Do your own research on that. The only thing that kind of sucks about this gun is the magazines. Not the reliability, nothing like that. These magazines are awesome. It's the price. You can get online and get these for about 35 bucks, or you can get a pawn shop or anything like that, and you can find a mag for 35 bucks. Actually, yesterday I was at a gun shop and I kid you not, I seen a mag there for $65, right? Then I go down the street at another gun shop I'm buddies with there, and I go to their mag wall and find a magazine for $35. So they were upcharging for literally $30 for the same exact magazine. So just be careful where you get them at. They are a little bit pricey. These base plates, I believe, are $25. So it's not a terrible price. You can get them in several different colors as well. I just like black. Just kind of goes with the aesthetic of the gun. But these base plates aren't bad, so you can if you have multiple magazines and you want more, there you go. I'm pretty sure the C and the F magazines will fit in here. Obviously, it just won't really sit nice, if that makes sense. But they will fit, at least for like if you want a range mag just to, you know, screw around with, but so forth. I carry this mag in the summer because it's flush fit, doesn't print that much, and I carry this in the winter because I'm wearing a jacket, so it's kind of harder to print with the jacket. So that's why I use this mag. But other than that, man, this gun is a nice gun. It really is, especially the optics ready version. You can get plates. You can find them for pretty cheap. Some websites are expensive, but I picked this one up from Midway USA for $40, and then I ended up paying actually their $20 shipping, so it came out to like around 60 something. But if you don't want to wait for a few days, or if you can wait for a few days, these plates are actually really nice. I've had no issues with it, nothing walking. I mean, this thing is all in there. But my 11,000 review, 11,000 round count review, I should say. This gun is awesome. I will never get rid of this gun. CZ P10S, is it worth your money in 2025? Yes. I mean, yes, it is, man. It's one of those guns that will kind of like always be underneath the radar, in my opinion. I mean, it's been out for quite a few years now, and still people sleep on it. But it's a great gun. I don't know what else to say. It's a great gun. It's worth every penny that you spend. It'll save your life if you need to. It's a really good duty gun. Duty. It's gonna do what you need it to do. So I appreciate you guys stopping in. This is a video I don't normally do. I think I've only made a couple videos in gun content, but I appreciate you guys stopping in. Have a good day, man.